I be feeling like Goku. Really, I done smoked too. Only the squad. Only the gang, 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 gang. Hey, what's good, chat? Hey, if I just threw up something, I don't know. Kill me later. Yeah, bro. What's good with y'all? So boom. If y'all catching this on a rerun, watch me right now. Right now. Oh shit, it's already bodies in here. What's good? You watching me right now? What's good, man? UFC 308. Bro, I woke up. I was up kind of late playing the game. I woke up, bro, to be disappointed as shit. I had Rob Max. We could talk about it. I guess. I guess we could talk about it. Rob, three front teeth got somehow they got choked out. His teeth like got dented in somehow. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Hamzat must be just that strong. Clearly, he enhanced. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that. Max, he was doing so good. One judge had Ilya up 2 rounds. They were gonna rob Max regardless if he won or not. Um, all Max was putting in work, but then he just got knocked out, and that's cool. Ilya really who only reason I wasn't on Ilya. Um, I didn't believe in the line and I didn't believe in the hype, but hey, the hype is real. Hamzat, the hype is real. Yeah, real. Um, RDA knee explode. It was some great fights, but overall, like man, for what a stacked card it was, y'all could have delivered a little bit better, man. Our boys could have delivered better, bro. Ankalaev Rockets was a great fight. Great fights. I'm gonna throw on my costume real quick and we gonna do some reactions and shit. Since it just the tall the kickstand, I'm falling indeed with a quicksand. I was thinking, got my weight up. Betty Crocker show me. Outfit with the match of a crack fiend. Oh, that's some fun. Pick the roll, bitch, you was break it. All right, 1 second. Since it just the tall the kickstand. Quicksand. KD on the bench, quick for Trey Pound. Hold on, chat. Hold on, I'm getting my shit on right now. It's all out there. Falling indeed with a quicksand. Yes, Sirski. Falling in deep with the quicksand. Chat said opinions on Uncle Liev. Uncle Liev is a demon. Uncle Liev is a demon. He shouldn't have won. No, I'm trolling. He's a beast, bro. Rockets threw some kicks that he blocked that should have broke his arm. I need to translate you, Speed. I need to translate that. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Hold on. Hold on, twin. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. Hey, chat. I'm Peely from Fortnite. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. Come on, bruh. All right, what do we got from Dana White? Uh-oh. What do we got, bruh? What do we got, bruh?
Doesn't deliver any numbers.
I feel like Dana trolling
ticket sales
us.
or pay-per-views, so and they got to keep paying this guy for however long, and good for him, and not good for them. Yeah, and I know what was the other question?
Yeah, Dana's not serious,
like
bro.
He's all about the money, but then you also said like he would have made more money to stay here.
And that's a fact. He can play those games all he wants. He would have made more money here.
And just last.
Let me tell you what.
Dana White power slap.
You guys here, I wanted to cut him. Someday I'll tell you the story. Francis was like, I was all about Francis in the beginning, and then I found out who Francis was. And I told the two guys who asked me not to cut Francis.
In my Timberland
when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And
yeah, somebody said opinions on Uncle Liev. Uncle Liev is a pure demon. He's a striking demon. He's a wrestling demon. I just wish he would wrestle more.
Things on this.
Yep.
You wanted to cut him, but he went on to become the UFC heavyweight champion. So I guess what does that say about that thought process? Are you?
Yeah.
Does it show he should have?
Well, no. I didn't like Francis as a person. Wasn't a guy I wanted to do business with. My boys were telling me he's misunderstood, and I told them when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Yeah, it wasn't about him becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. Francis isn't a good guy. He plays the good guy. I don't understand the language, and so he seems like he's a nice guy. He's not, and he's just not a guy that I wanted to be in business with. Period. End of story. Whether he became the champion or not.
And I assume you don't want to be in business with him ever again, but
we won't be. We'll never be in business together. You can tell.
Bro, what are you doing? This is borderline racist, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is borderline discrimination, defamation of character. What is Dana White doing? Why is he staying like bad-mouthing Francis every time?
It wasn't about him becoming the heavyweight champion of the world.
But he went on to become the UFC heavyweight champion. So I guess what does that say about that thought process? Are you?
Yeah.
Does it show he should have?
Well, no. I didn't like Francis as a person.
Why did you let him live in the Performance Institute? Why did you buy him an apartment? Why did you do all of these personal things for Francis? Buy him groceries and bro, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Why is Dana doing this, bro? Dana. Bro, it's on video what you did at that game, bro. At that football soccer game, bro.
Wasn't a guy I wanted to do business with.
Wasn't a guy you wanted to do business with. Francis is he's a pure human, bro. He's a good soul, bro. He would never do that to a woman, bro.
My boys were telling me he's misunderstood, And I told them, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Yeah, it wasn't about him becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. Francis isn't a good guy. He plays the good guy. I don't understand the language, and so he seems like he's a nice guy. He's not, and he's just not a guy that I wanted to be in business with. Period. End of story. Whether he became the champion or not.
And I assume you don't want to be in business with him ever again, but
we won't be. We'll never be in business together. You can tell.
Yeah.
Dana's a huge piece of shit, bro. I won't even lie.
We don't like each other. And this goes way back. This goes back to before the first Stipe fight. He pulled some shit before the first Stipe fight, and I said, I'm done with this guy. And then Stipe beat the shit out of him. Great night. And then, we never had a relationship after that.
Well, I know you.
Yeah, is that right? Is that right, Dana? Y'all never had a relationship after the first Stipe fight? Why were you begging him to stay, bro? Why were you so upset that he left? It's fake.
Said John Jones would walk out of any room, so wouldn't it be gratifying to put him in a room with Francis?
He didn't want that
happen?
fight. He could have stayed and took that fight. He didn't want that fight. Tom Aspinall deserves that.
Listen to this, bro. Listen to him and look in his eyes. He's not being serious. He doesn't mean this.
It'd be gratifying to put him in a room with Francis.
He didn't want that fight. He could have stayed and took that fight. He didn't want that fight. Tom Aspinall deserves that fight.
And just one other unrelated thing. Ian Gary posted a couple weeks.
Oh, Dana is a criminal, bro. To actually get on the mic, to actually spew this false narrative. Bro, you're a criminal, bro. And it's almost like you're just attacking this African man. It's almost seeming racist at this point because it won't stop.
Weeks ago, him signing a contract for Colby Covington. He said it was going to be the main event in Tampa. I know you said in the past Colby's never turned down fights. Did he turn down that one? And what's going on with that potential match?
I don't know yet. We're
I think what Dana doing, he's taking Francis' kindness for weakness, and he's really he thinks Francis is ignorant. He thinks Francis doesn't know what's going on, like he doesn't understand anything, and he clearly does. Francis is clearly an extremely intelligent individual. You know, I'll pull up the tweet that Francis, he said something not about this but before this, and Dana is clearly double, tripling, quadrupling down on this, quintupling down on this right now.
Did he turn down that one? And what's going on with that potential match?
I don't know yet. We're still making. It's not that anybody's turning down fights. You know what I mean? Yeah, nobody's turning down fights. Donna. Hey, you.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna be. Hey, Dana. After 2 weeks ago, you said Sean Strickland will be next for Dricus du Plessis, but after seeing Hamzat's performance tonight, is Strickland still next, or is it going to depend?
It's a good question. Call me on Tuesday.
All right, and just one other one for me. I heard there are.
Hey, Dana, you lost a fan today, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because I was always a Dana White fan. I was always a Francis Ngannou fan, bro, but it's today, bro, that I'm realizing the type of guy you are, bro. And I've known forever an evil, corrupt, bald head that you got.
You know, the UFC going to Abu Dhabi
But
more
bro,
in 2025.
this
Are we
off.
just looking at Riyadh and
It's
Abu
off for a
Dhabi when it
second,
comes
bro.
to the Middle East, or could we be looking at other countries in the Middle East at 2025?
Definitely. I mean, we're we you know how it is. We want to take this thing everywhere. So yes, we could be looking at other countries. We're in talks right now, and yeah, we want to bring more fights here too.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
This shit needs to stop, bro. This Francis Ngannou hate campaign needs to stop, bro, immediately. I don't know what you think is going on, Dana. It's not gonna slide, bro. The real MMA fans know what you're doing. It's not gonna slide, bro. I'm gonna pull up a video in a second. John Jones face to face with that man, Francis. You see, you can see very well that Francis would have, you know, you can see very well that John Jones knows that, and he didn't want to fight Francis at all. I'm just gonna say something real quick. Obviously, John Jones never debuted in heavyweight until after Francis was gone. I think it's a reason for that. It took his 3 years to get big enough, you know, and all that, like, you know, all that muscle just got him injured.
Thank you.
But we gonna listen to what Dana got to say a little bit more, and then I got some more some heat for us. Let me go get some awesome. Oh yeah. But hold on, we got posting too.
Congratulations on another great event. You already proven that you can compete with boxing, but tonight, at the same time that we had the event, there was the big soccer match. When are we going to be able to compete with the giant soccer?
Well, I don't really feel like I compete with other combat sports. I compete with things like soccer and the NFL and college football and the NBA. I mean, that's what we can. Movies. I mean, whatever takes the attention of people on Saturdays is what I compete with.
Я не думаю, что я соревнуюсь с боксом или с какими-то другими видами спорта, боевого спорта. Мне кажется, что я уже соревнуюсь и с большим футболом, и с американским футболом, и с НБА и так далее. Вот это так, и даже с кино, поэтому вот такие вот самые большие вещи, это вот с ними я соревнуюсь.
В четвертый раз за историю UFC бой за титул дали дебютанту Кайо Сакари. Правильно я понимаю, что это говорит о кризисе в наилегчайшем весе?
This is the fourth time in the history of the UFC that a guy that's debuting is getting a title shot.
What did you say?
Кайо Сакара.
This is the fourth time in the history of the UFC that a debut guy is getting a title shot. Kaya Sakara. Does that mean that there's trouble in that division?
No, it means he's a bad motherfucker.
Нет, он просто охуенный.
Когда объявят реванш Царукяна и Махачева?
When is it going to be announced the rematch between Tsarukyan and Makhachev?
I don't know.
Не знаю.
Call me on Tuesday.
Во вторник позвони.
И последний от меня вопрос. Совсем недавно на подкасте рассказали о том, что у Шейна Карвина началась деменция. Поможет ли как-то UFC ветерану этого спорта и человеку, который заслуживает быть в зале славы?
There was a podcast that said that Shane Carman had dementia started. Will the UFC help him out somehow for this person who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
What's the question? Would we do what?
Would you help him out somehow?
We have been helping him out. We have been working with Shane Carwin for a long time.
Мы уже давно ему помогаем, уже давно с ним работаем.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, ma'am, in the back there. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Hi, Dana. Christina from Europop. Again, congratulations on a wonderful night of fights. It
Thank
was
you.
amazing. So now you have two champions from Georgia, and one of them today just made history for our country and for UFC as well, made his first title defense. As a person who represents Georgian sports media, I get bombarded with questions that now that we have two champions, will the UFC bring an event, if not in Georgia, then maybe in the region? So are there any plans? I know you've mentioned either Madrid or Barcelona, but are there any plans to bring UFC and just in general have more cards in Europe?
Well, the answer to that is yes. This business is star-driven, so when we have a South African, we want to get to Africa. When we have, somebody from Spain, we want to get into Spain. Georgia, yes. The answer is yes. I don't, we haven't looked into that yet, or what it would take to pull off an event here, there, or whatever. I mean, we're still trying to figure out Spain with the arena situation. But when you look at the performance that Topuria had tonight, we need to get to Spain and figure it out quickly.
Well, we're waiting for you for sure.
Thank you.
Another thing for Max today, I mean, I think we can both agree that Max is the legend of the game, right?
RIP my boy Max.
Do you first? One question of that is why wasn't the BMF title?
Hold on, twin. Virus.
On the
How?
line for this fight, and the second part of the question is: are you now more sure of doing the maybe tournament?
Probably from watching that
belt
stream earlier.
up in the lightweight division.
So, the Topuria's belt was on the line. Max was trying to take that. I want to say it was like, I don't know, halfway through the second round. I said, shit, we should have put the bad motherfucker title up on this fight too, because these guys are both it. But I don't know. I don't know what we'll do with it yet. But Max still has it. Max holds the title, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. Another one. Ilya mentioned wanting to get eventually during his career 3 belts. He defended one today. How realistic do you think that is, given what he has shown us and given the fact that he's only 28 years old?
Yeah, I like when guys absolutely wipe out a division and then you're like, what's next? He's already.
All right, guys, I don't want to hear this bald narcissist talk anymore. He's a fucking absolute maniac. Like, I can't believe he would do that. What he done at that football game up in the bleachers, if you know what I'm talking about. Ha ha ha. Can't believe he would do that live on video. Okay, no, that's not what I'm talking. That's not the what we talking about. What I want to talk about is we got some journalism right here. Some journalism from your boy, OG Peely. So I got a couple clips in my Discord I want to look at. Boom, let's pull this up. All right, cool. All right, cool. So we got just this. Look. We have to break this down. We must break this down. We must break this down, chat. Look. Did you hear what Francis just said? Tell your daddy to release you so we can fight. So we can fight. Bro, Francis can speak English very, very well. They don't give him enough credit for that. I'm gonna pull this up so we could see it in its full glory. All right. Now watch. Francis tells him, tell your daddy Dana to stop protecting you. Look. All right, now look. I want you to peep the mannerisms of both men. Look at John Jones, how immediately he grabbed the shoulders. He look at the body. Jones is a wrestler, bro. He's all about the body. But look. Francis is taller than him, bro. Jones didn't speak a word in this 10-second initial encounter, and Francis, the entire time, is sizing him up. He didn't have to put his hands on Jones. He's sizing him up and down. Johnny boy. And then reaches out for the handshake, tells him respect. Look, in this 10 seconds, he absolutely mocked Jones. In the most respectful, like, alpha male type of way. Jones couldn't say nothing about that. In heavyweight, I'm the king. And Jones knew that very well. He knew that very well. But look what I think it's very telling what he say right here.
We'll see. We could have solved, but you left. Oh no, you sit back for 3 years. I had to get to a good enough size to kick your ass. I'll take you 3 years. 3 years for long time. I will always be down for fight you, but not the best. But I want you. I want to kick your ass.
Now look, chat. That was very, very, very telling, bro. Because boom. John Jones and Dana have this narrative where, no, you left. You left. You didn't want it. You left. What Francis said, no, you wait for 3 years. If you remember that era like I do, Francis was calling John Jones out often. Very often, and Jones would brush it off like he does with everybody else. This was around the time Jones was getting whooped by Dominic Reyes and such.
We'll see. We could have solved, but you left. Oh no, you sit back for 3 years. I had to get to a good enough size to kick your ass. I'll take you 3 years.
Look. Francis said that took you 3 years to get to the good enough size. Still, he's not naturally as big as Francis. He's not strong as Francis, and you see he's speechless.
I will always be known for fight you, but nothing special. But I want you. I want to give you
Had him speechless. Yeah. So Dana White can please stop with that narrative that he's trying to push. It's clearly not that. Very, very, very clearly not that. Yeah, man. Francis Ngannou's not scared of anybody. I believe that this is hot takes at this point, but I believe Francis would have probably cooked Aspinall. Francis would have cooked Stipe. Francis would have cooked Jones, clearly. Who else? Not really anybody else in the heavyweight division that he didn't cook. It's the cook artist. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun to break that down. Let's go to Twitter. Twitter. All right, chat. I want y'all to see this very quick.
Came out, tweeted, said, "Show me the money." What appeals to you most? Because it seems like that would be an amazing super fight.
If I'm John Jones and I'm home watching this fight, I start moving to 85.
You think that's a fight that you'd like to put together next? I mean,
Sure.
I know we don't matchmake, but that sure does seem exciting.
Listen, I can sit here all day and tell you, what show me the money mean. I tell you guys this all the time. If you can say you want to fight somebody, but do you really want to?
Man, the idea of a John Jones fight seems all.
Now look, chat. This is far after Dana said in that one video, I didn't rock with Francis at all after the first Stipe fight. Jake Paul tuned in on this. Jake Paul chimed in. He said 3 years ago he was telling John Jones to move down to 185 to avoid Francis. Just now the narrative doesn't suit Dana. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to change the narrative over and over again. And Francis knew this. Francis, he said, divert attention to the real matter by manipulating the narrative. LOL. Francis, a lot more intelligent than Dana giving him credit for, bro. Then he said right here, freedom isn't free, but remember that benefits always outweigh the price. Don't let the bully talk you out of it. Bro. Francis is saying that Dana White is the bully, which he clearly is. He's clearly doing a corporate bully move, trying to bully the narrative into something that would suit the UFC, something that would grow the UFC's brand and kind of diminish Francis, but it's not going to work. You see this right here, lineal combat sports heavyweight champion of the world, the PFL champion, and a true UFC heavyweight champion, and nobody can ever take that from him. That's why Dana is so upset, because he lost the lineal heavyweight championship of the world. It will never be a lineal heavyweight championship because Francis retired with the belt, or didn't retire, but you know what I mean. He left with the belt. That's the main reason why Dana is so salty, and that's probably why he put wait, never mind. That's probably why what happened at the soccer game happened in the bleachers. Yeah, bro. That was kind of like a lot of what we had for today. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna react to the fights earlier. I was gonna do a watch party. I kind of fell asleep. Boom. Yeah, I was gonna react to the fights, watch the fights, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was hella sleepy. I had some good picks, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, I didn't know you were still here, Take. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you love my costume. 102 streams. Yo, streak is insane. Yo, streak is cracked. I used jujitsu in real life. Jujitsu kept her safe. All right, that's a story I want to listen to. Take me down, get $100. I think I could take Buddy down. Max Holloway in good spirits. He said, "This isn't a funeral. I'll be back." Max Holloway always in good spirits, bro. Max Holloway is fucking dope. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. I'll be right back. All right, my bad. Boom.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Pohada Podcast, a show where we talk about jiu-jitsu with jiu-jitsu people, very often black belts.
All right, we gonna listen to some scary stories. We got a jiu-jitsu story right here though, chat. Somebody saved a woman using Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Pohada Podcast, a show where we talk about jiu-jitsu with jiu-jitsu people, very often black belts. In the case of this episode, very much not a black belt, but we're going to do our best. Before we jump in, as usual, Hamel Jiu-Jitsu. This episode is brought to you by Hamel Jiu-Jitsu, kind of my jiu-jitsu home away from home, if you will, as well as Way of the Tiger Soap Company. If you can't be good at jiu-jitsu, you can at least smell good at jiu-jitsu. True story, absolutely love that stuff. Try it out. good soap is worth the money. Don't spend money, but spend money on jiu-jitsu and good soap, for God's sake. So I got a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Purple belt in
My
jiu-jitsu.
esteemed professor, Ishmael Bentley, who gave me a blue belt as a joke, I think realized I'm probably not going anywhere, so begrudgingly and with great shame, he's honored me with a purple belt.
What the hell?
I have some thoughts on that. Probably nothing terribly original. If I come up with something, we're going to do it in a later episode, because this time around I've actually got something I consider a also an accomplishment in jiu-jitsu, and that is I used jiu-jitsu in real life.
Yes.
I've made a little one-off Instagram reel or something about this in the past, and I was kind of halfway joking, although it's actually a good skill set. The video was about I had slipped walking down an icy stairwell, and rather than like reaching or just fumbling and landing hard, I kind of managed to sort of break my fall. Very strange feeling on steps. There's kind of no way around taking damage in that scenario. And I think that's valuable. I think one of the fundamental values of martial
Is that
arts,
what you did, bro?
particularly any of them, the Japanese stuff or whatever that teach you how to fall, is learning how to fall. How to
Which
fall
is
with some
important.
grace and with the softer force involved. Across a lifespan, as like a former / current fitness professional lifting coach, talk about an amazing skill to have. Like, fall less and fall softer. That's good life advice for sure. But that is also not necessarily what I'm hoping to talk about here today.
Hopefully not.
My use
Surely
of
not.
jiu-jitsu in real life was absolutely not a self-defense scenario. It wasn't the literal use of jiu-jitsu, grappling somebody to
So
take
you were
them down
attacking.
or whatever. Although my use of jiu-jitsu in real life was most certainly a safety thing, partly for me, but mostly for the human being I was tasked with moving. So someone extremely close to someone extremely close to me. I suppose normal people would call that a relative. Found themselves in the late and unfortunate stages of a terminal illness. And unfortunately found themselves in a situation where they were more or less paralyzed, not in the way we think of being paralyzed, like severed spinal cord, no nervous control of the body, but fundamentally, this is where we were at. This is someone who is unable to move. And due to the logistics or bureaucracy of certain levels of care, we don't need to get into all of that. And then just as a matter of safety and convenience, and some things need to happen right now, regardless of what the perfect plan might be, we found ourselves in a situation where a living but immobilized human body of like 160 pounds or whatever needed to be moved on a regular basis from bed to couch.
So he
bed
would use
to
his takedowns.
commode, shall we say. It's real life. We're all living it. Let's go. Multiple times a day from multiple positions to multiple other places. This largely immobile human body needed to be moved. Now, being in general kind of a big, strong dude, generally you're the pick within the family to take care of these kind of tasks.
But he would use
And
jujitsu techniques, you about to say, right?
Been close to these types of projects over the years, but never been exclusively the one human physically capable of taking care of this. And I will say that despite being 3+ years removed from consistent, reliable resistance training, I'm kind of jiu-jitsu obsessed at this point.
He looks like
and
someone I would
many
see in a
more
gym.
years removed from, you know, high-level amateur strongman competitions. The only reason my physical body survived this project was the mileage I had put into very, very extensive and very serious and very heavy resistance training. You're not as strong as you need to be to handle that load and volume across a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever it was.
Can we please get to it, man?
You're not accidentally strong enough for that. It's not a casual lifting scenario. This is why when medical professionals and end-of-life care professionals are tasked with doing these things, they use machines and often teams nonetheless.
Yes,
so
sir.
Big and strong, can move body, will move body. That's where we're at. The fundamental problem here is the art of getting big and strong is extremely violent, and it's a very narrow technical focus, and there's no consequence to the object upon which I'm applying my force. I'm going to very deliberately learn how to launch a barbell from floor to chest and then overhead in the clean and jerk. And within the parameters of that technique, I'm going to be very clean. The application of that technique, much like jiu-jitsu, is going to be extremely violent to get the job done. This doesn't involve a living, breathing body. It's a barbell. Gravity goes straight up and down. That bar is going straight back and down. However it moves relative to my body as I attempt to lift it fast or slow is going to be very predictable, and I can always abort and let go. I think you pick up what I'm putting down here. This is a dramatically different situation than carefully, thoughtfully, safely moving a human body that's alive and in a delicate, desperate health situation. These are two dramatically different things. So thus far in my telling of this story, I've got the apparently necessary skill set to be the helpful person in this situation. But I don't. Or rather,
bro, if you clickbaited the shit out of me, what are you doing? Like, I'm not gonna lie, sorry chat if y'all listening to the story. What are you talking about, my boy? Okay, so like, we haven't got to any like point at all about this jiu-jitsu.
Before I started doing jiu-jitsu, my sole skill was force production. And like I said, even with round back lifting and strongman and unusual objects and stuff, a little more experience with picking up awkward things, those things were never alive. The safety of those things was never a consideration. It didn't matter. So, within the first couple attempts of adjusting this person into a seated position, rotating them such that their feet are on the floor, to the lift to transfer to chair position, and a few other approaches, it became abundantly obvious to me. I became very aware of the fact that, one, I needed to be absolutely as careful as possible. Duh. And two, I was intuitively already doing it, intuitively able to be much more careful than I think I would have been able to do in terms of learned movement patterns. And the simplest idea, the simplest example I can give you of this is, I have shifted them to a seated position. I have supported their posture and rotated their legs off the bed so they're seated, feet to the floor. I'm supporting their back. And I found in the second or third time doing this that I was an underhook on one side and kind of a outside tie / outside tricep grip on this side. And I had my right knee to their left knee, and I had my left knee to their right knee, and I was steering with all of these things. And it was true of every other position, even the simple scoop under.
Okay, that's kind of
hoist,
beautiful.
And shift stuff. I had more points of contact between my body and their body, my body and the bed, my body and the table. You know, I was so much more spatially aware.
Because the regular average person, not going, me for example, I'm not really gonna know what to do if I'm to pick somebody up and move them around. I'm not gonna have those tie grips and those collar ties and whatnot. Okay, I'm seeing how he used jujitsu in real life. I thought he was gonna say he got into a bar fight, 8 men, strangled them all, no resistance. It's not what I was expecting from this purple belt.
And beyond spatially aware, just simply able to.
I thought we were gonna hear a Chael Sonnen
use
story.
The flexibility of action of my foot when I otherwise wouldn't have. Grab, thing, lift, hoist, oog. Right? I mean, again, as advanced as a lifting technique gets against a barbell, it's all oog. There's no consideration for anything other than north and south. Goes up, goes down.
All right, all respect to you, my boy. Your story kind of sucked. Like, it was a short story, so there was no need for 14 minutes. At its core, it was beautiful what you said, but come on, my boy. Chad, do you think you guys can take this guy down?
We're back at Venice Beach with another video today, but before we get into the video, I wanted to show you guys what I was planning. So if you see behind me the beach right here, we're actually planning to host a wrestling tournament.
I'll take him down.
So if that interests you guys, make sure you drop a comment and let me know if you would come. It is here at Venice Beach. We're gonna put 4 mats right here. We're gonna have the weigh-ins up at this house right there. And then over here, guys, is where you're gonna park right here. And then right next to the parking lot is a bunch of restaurants and different things where you can eat at. I haven't really tried them out, but I think it's a perfect location for the tournament. Not only that, you got the pier right there, so there's a bunch to do, but you know, you got the bathrooms right here, you got the parking lot, you got
I'll take them down.
And you got the house right there. We're gonna put 4 mats on the beach. So if this is something you guys wanna participate in, make sure you guys drop a comment. Alright guys, we're at the Venice Beach basketball courts right now. We ran into the professors playing a pickup game, so we're gonna bounce back to this court, but we're gonna head over there to the calisthenic bars and see if we can get anyone to wrestle us.
Bro, he said that so casually. He said the professor's playing a pickup game. Bro, that man professor was out there doing his normal and 1 stuff and just a regular. He was getting content. Professor they both must live on this beach because they always getting their content in on this beach.
Got some weightlifters.
Or they live in the close vicinity.
I've seen you before on YouTube. Oh yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're just trying to.
Bro, this guy be scrolling YouTube shorts. Hey yo, bro, we all gotta stop engaging in brain rot, bro. I say it, bro. I do it as well. I do scroll as well, but man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop in it.
Spread the love for wrestling.
Even the ancients are doing it.
I got someone that'll probably wrestle.
Good, bring him.
He says he won't wrestle. I just don't believe that.
We already know. Yeah, bro, we already know each other. Yeah.
Bro, this guy's a professional, bro.
All right, guys, we're back. With
He's not a professional wrestler, bro. If he was a professional wrestler, he'd be wrestling against Roman Reigns and Kane and them, bro. Don't say that, bro.
Another video. Take me down. Get $1,000. Who we got here?
Super Allen right here.
You got any wrestling experience?
No, none whatsoever.
Any combat experience?
Yeah, I do
So what is
boxing
this?
and a
Looks
little
like
bit
a
of Muay
Max
Thai,
channel.
And I've done like somewhat taekwondo.
Let's watch other things.
How long have you been doing those for?
Boxing I've done for like 3-4 years.
What do you want to watch? What do you want to watch?
I was training in a gym, and then I competed, had some amateur fights, had like 10 total fights, amateur fights, and then the rest it was just kind of lessons here and there.
Okay.
This is a Max Holloway channel.
You know what? It's gonna be a tough one, but I'm gonna try.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, how confident do you think you are you're gonna take me down?
I want to give it a solid 3.
3. All right, let's do it.
3 out of 10. Why do you even challenge him? This is how I would look, low key.
This is taking way longer than it's going to take. Alan's doing fantastic.
Easy. Oh my goodness.
Bro, if he's doing that with Alan, he's going to snap me once. my face is going to go into the third. Go, Alan. I'm trying to hate you. Yeah, I'm going really honest. Like, I don't want to wrestle you anymore.
I ain't gonna lie. Let me go back. Let me go back to this takedown. I've only been doing jiu-jitsu a little minute, but that's my favorite. Not that. That was nice too, but this hoe right here is my favorite. Gangsta. And if you in a gi, you can really grab the back of the gi. Gangsta. That was nasty. He's scared to even engage. He know he gonna get sprawled on. Ooh. Just not giving up. It takes so much conditioning and cardio to do that.
What's the message of the day for people? Oh man, you know, sometimes you just gotta give it a try. Even if you fail, just go for it. You'll learn a lot from that. Right on, bro. Let's go. Good stuff, brother.
Take me down, get $1,000. Who we got here? John Corey. John, you think you can take me down?
I think so.
What's the chance 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 5. I'm a little rusty.
All right, let's do it.
John.
Let's go.
Come on, John.
Take him down, bro. That's all you have to do. It's easy.
John got a better chance. He's more confident.
Let's go. Get it, brother. Recover.
Do it for Barbara.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Go, John.
Oh.
Ooh, almost put him on the cement.
Easily.
Good shit, boys. Let's go.
Doing great, John. You're doing fantastic. Already fine.
All right, bro. Bro, strong as hell.
Appreciate it, man.
What is your message of the day for the people?
Honestly, if you're gonna wrestle against this guy, trade for 20 years first. That'd help.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Take
it.
me down. Get $1,000. Who we got here?
Thomas Kurganov.
Thomas, you got any wrestling experience?
You're not gonna fool me. That's Bryce Mitchell. You about to get ankle heel hooked, bro.
Yeah, like 2 years in high school.
Any other combat experience?
Yeah, I did a few other martial arts.
Which ones?
I did Kung Fu, I did some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now I'm doing self-defense right now.
Right on.
Yeah.
Do you think you can take me down?
No, probably not, but I'm gonna do my best.
What's the chance
Bro, why does he look and sound like Bryce Mitchell?
1 out of 10 you take me down?
Realistically, probably a 3.
All right, let's do it.
Let's try.
Down, I'll punch him like a throat. Punch on him. Hit him with a fucking full punch. Oh, God. Oh. There you go. There you go.
I was slick. Did he scissor take down his knee though? I don't even know what he did right there for real. Ooh. That's that jiu-jitsu. I know he said he did wrestle for 2 years too. Threw a standing guillotine.
Yo, go for the full punch on his throat.
Oh man, he gave you the leg.
Yeah, brother, come on. Come on. Grab his dick and twist it. Lift him up, suplex that ass. Punishment. I'm not going to be able to use a single one of these knives for the audio. Come on. That's it. Give it. Big tally hit.
Hey, this bro can scramble. That was nice, bro.
Thanks, bro. That was fun.
Right on. Yeah.
That was fun.
What's your message today for the people?
Don't be afraid to try new things, guys. Yeah, just send it. Yeah, I knew I didn't have a chance with this guy, but that was fun anyway. I learned a lot. Thanks, bro.
Hey, it's automatic respect when you try. A lot of people won't even try. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's fire. That's fire, man. Try new things in life, chat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe try wrestling and jiu-jitsu if you don't have previous injuries.
All right, guys. So Jeff came up to me. We were just watching some boxing. You own a jiu-jitsu gym?
Yes, I do.
Right on. How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu for?
About 20 years.
20 years. So you're
Okay. Now look, he owned a jiu-jitsu. He 20 years in. Definitely a high-level black belt if he owned a gym. Do he know judo? You know what I'm saying? Did he wrestle? You know what I'm saying? Even jiu-jitsu though, got some takedowns, you know what I'm saying? Got some takedowns. I wonder though.
black belt.
Because this guy notoriously cannot get taken out.
You see my videos, do you think you can take me down?
Man, I'm going to give it my all, and if anyone can do it, I think it's me.
All right, what do you think the
I like that.
chances today? You take me down 1 out of 10.
I like that a lot.
1 out of 10? At least 2.
At least 2, okay.
Be more confident.
All right. Not more than 2, you're a black belt.
Thank you. You have nothing to worry about.
All right.
Just breakdancing, they're kids, guys.
More than anyone else has done.
All right, hit.
He's older. That's the thing. He's older, but that knowledge, bro. Taking down a wrestler, though. I'm expecting him to get in on the clinch. You know what I'm saying? If he pulls guard and sweeps him, is that a takedown?
Here's the thing.
Surely, right?
When they're humble about it, they're normally really good, and he owns a jiu-jitsu gym, so this is going to be a good one, guys. Let's do it.
Oh, I knew he was going to get in that clinch. Come on. The hand fighting. Let's go. I'm really rooting for the black belt right here. Yup, sprawled on him. Nice. Uh-oh, it's going to get him in trouble. Oh, whoa. He grabbing that shirt a lot. You could tell he been in the gi. Ooh. Good takedown. By the way, he's not settling. Nice.
And rule number 3. If anybody here in the show sees something that they cannot do, pay us.
Ooh, just heavy pressure.
Folks, just so you know, we do not get paid by the city to be here. We're actually working for your donations. So whatever you feel we deserve at the end of the show will be greatly appreciated. When I say what time is it, everybody say showtime. What time is it? Oh. Ladies, what time is it? Showtime. Fellas, what time is it? Showtime. Little kids, what time is it? Good job. Alcoholics, what time is it? She lit.
Good shit, man.
Last show.
Bro, you're definitely the toughest one I've had yet.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, bro. Sheesh.
You're the man.
What's your message of the day for the people?
George is the man. You have no chance.
Thank you, bro. That was awesome. All right, guys, that's it for today's video.
Yo, that was actually decent. I can tell that guy. I don't know if he actually was a black belt. I wonder what are his real credentials and shit. But the first he did the best the first time. You could tell he was kind of getting gassed, but It's also like he don't have a gi on. If he a black belt in the gi, he used to being in the gi. He used to holding on to collars and holding on to material and whatnot. Yeah, that was good. That was fire. So from here, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of different routes we can go. Me, thinking about jumping on NBA 2K25. I kind of want to get a Halloween costume on there. It's a double rep weekend. Probably want to grind that. We got Black Ops 6 Zombies. I told my brother I'll play. Maybe we'll jump on that. It's options. Woo. I typed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gis to avoid and nothing popped up. But I got it sorted now what I'm gonna go and get.
So I was reading some of the comments from some of you guys on YouTube today, and there was a question about the gi. And like I did a video on a guy who got frustrated about the gi, and everybody was like, you know, why do we wear the gis? And gis are stupid, and gis aren't realistic. This is the question or the comment that comes up all the time, that gis aren't realistic, and that somehow no gi is more realistic than the gi. And I assume there's about a fight situation. So it's like, okay, so we're saying that a thick cotton jacket, right, big piece of fabric, is not realistic to a situation in a fight, but somehow wearing spandex is, right? I don't think I've ever encountered anyone outside on the street wearing spandex, aside from maybe women in yoga pants, and typically they don't pose the biggest direct threat to me, right?
No, he's 100% right, low key. Like if you see someone who's wearing any type of like sweater or jacket in the street, that could act as a gi, and like a lot of people wear those, or like track suits, all that is kind of the same. But like if they wear a tank top, for example, then maybe that spandex scenario that he was talking about would be more realistic, or if they had no shirt on, you know.
But a thick cotton jacket mimics a coat or a thick shirt. I mean, it can mimic a lot of things. And as far as like, why do we wear it? Why do we wear anything that we wear, right? Like you guys are out, like you chose to wear certain clothes today. Why did you wear those clothes? Why don't you wear something else? Why don't you wear like almost nothing, right? Why don't you just go out in your underwear? Because there's just societal norms that you follow, and that's what you wear, right? And it's the same thing with jiu-jitsu. We just have a norm that sometimes we train in the gi, and you know, like that's kind of one of the things that we have. We have this gi that we wear during training. It's kind of a tradition, kind of a thing that we have in this sport. And whether you train gi or no gi, I don't really care. I think jiu-jitsu is all jiu-jitsu, right? Like to me, it's all good. It's all grappling. But again, for you guys that say that like the gi is not realistic, the gi's stupid, the gi, get rid of the gi because it's dumb. You're just drawing a line in the sand and then trying to stay on one side and bark at the other side, right? Again, you don't have to do it the way that I do it or the way that anybody else does it, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It doesn't mean that it's right. It just means that it's the way that it is.
That was a good overall message, and I wasn't expecting that based on the title. That was gangsta. All right. How to care for your gi. How to prevent fingers. Let me look at
What's up, guys? Chad here again, once again. Here to talk about, you know, if it's your first time on this channel, I talk about doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu over 40. And I'm going to talk about things about stretching, how to stay fit. Right now, I have tweaked my shoulder. So a couple of things I want to talk about today.
Gang, I'm 20, bro. 20, bro. I'm not over 40, lad. Get it right, bro. All right, boom.
In this video,
this is all things I need to know.
Over what you should be wearing underneath your jiu-jitsu gi. Hey guys, it's Andre from Jiu-Jitsu Junction, and today we're going to be talking about what you should and shouldn't wear underneath your jiu-jitsu gi. There are really 3 common options for what people wear underneath their jiu-jitsu gi. The first one is wearing a rash guard, the second one is just wearing a normal shirt, and the third is going bare-chested. As for the bottom half, you usually see compression shorts, spats, normal athletic shorts, and sometimes just underwear. How these get paired up really depends on the individual, but for the most part, if somebody's wearing a rash guard, they're likely to be wearing compression shorts or spats as well. And if they're wearing a normal t-shirt, they'll probably be wearing athletic shorts or just underwear underneath their gi. I personally wear a rash guard and compression shorts for everyday jiu-jitsu training. I find that it is quite helpful to do this because it reduces the friction of the gi against my skin. It can reduce abrasions and cuts that can happen, and I just like having another layer of fabric between me and the mats.
Also, it's just pussy to do so. Okay.
Believe that having the extra coverage and stopping cuts and abrasions from happening really help reduce the chances of getting ringworm or staph and other mat diseases. However, maybe
it's not pussy to do so.
not everybody wants to be decked out in spandex all the time. You can definitely just wear normal workout clothes underneath your gi. I still recommend that you go with compression shorts underneath because it really helps prevent impacts to the goods. If you are planning to train gi and you don't have a rash guard or a shirt on, you have to realize that most of your training partners are not going to be a fan of this. Anytime that I see somebody show up to a gi class without wearing a shirt or rash guard under their gi, they tend to get made fun of. Usually it's lighthearted, but really people are just trying to get you to put on a rash guard or a shirt. However, there are instances in which training without a shirt is a good idea. A lot of tournaments don't allow you to wear a rash guard or a shirt underneath your gi, so it makes sense to get at least a few rounds in without a shirt on, especially if you've never competed this way before. My first gi tournament was like this. I actually didn't read the rules and I showed up wearing a rash guard. They made me take it off and it went okay, but it felt really foreign and it kind of got me off track. I'm really a fan of matching my training conditions to my competition conditions whenever possible. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching.
I didn't know that in competition you can't wear a rash guard. That's cool. That's cool, but dang, that's crazy work. The more you know, the more you know. Damn, bye. All right, now what's some scary shit we could react to, folks? Someone said KSI thick of it. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. They know me where it snows. Froze. Cold. Bro, KSI's ass. Alright. From the ring to the ping to the pen to the king. Oh, my bad, bro. I wasn't reading the chat. He said that's how to learn to clean your ass. Bro, what? Blades Lewis, let's see what happens with those naked shots. Blades and Lewis, are they fighting, or is that's a fight that happened already, right? Surely that already happened, right? Surely, right, bro? Isn't it? Hey, Wire, what's up, bro? Whole time, I didn't even notice that you were there. Gis aren't the problem. It's about jiu-jitsu being built to win a fight. Now it's an accurate sport. Jiu-jitsu guys are scared to get hit and learn. I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. But I will say, bro, somebody who knows jiu-jitsu compared to somebody who doesn't know anything, it's more or less the person who knows jiu-jitsu is gonna know what to do in a real fight, and they're gonna know how to neutralize like an untrained person. It happened? All right, cool. Derek Lewis. Oh, you talking about the uppercut. damn. What? I can't even type with these. Hold on. All right. All right, let's see this.
These guys have been on each other's radar.
Oh!
Do you believe it? Derrick Lewis with the knockout. He's got a dozen, tied for the most in UFC history.
What Blaze should have did?
Bigger than knocking out number 2 in Vegas
Yeah,
tonight.
see, what Blaze should have did, he should have used jujitsu, bro.
Uppercut, I
That would
said
have never
before,
happened.
the uppercut is the money shot for somebody trying to
He
shoot.
should have just pulled
And when
guard.
you deliver as much power as Derrick Lewis, I mean, Curtis is still unconscious right now.
Nah, show it again.
These guys have been on each other's radar. Do you believe it? Derrick Lewis with the knockout. He's got a dozen,
Bro.
tied for the most.
You can't be serious, bro. You can't be serious, bro. I remember seeing that live, but hearing it and seeing it again, bro, we don't see knockouts that like that very often. If the fighter is trained, yeah, that's true. Bro, if you talking about like, for example, you grab a boxer, a really good boxer against like a black belt jiu-jitsu guy. I still, in my eyes, now that I train jiu-jitsu, I see it 50-50 just because what is the boxer going to do if he gets taken down? He's not going to know how strong someone who's trained in jiu-jitsu is with grips and how they can hold you, bro. Even just like a regular hobbyist, someone who trains jiu-jitsu like a couple of times, maybe like, what am I trying to say? Someone who trains jiu-jitsu twice a week for a few years, they're going to be able to beat a really good amateur boxer if they can actually implement a takedown, implement some grappling. But that being said, it's always a 50-50 because the boxer could just crack them. But then I'm gonna white knight jiu-jitsu again. What if the boxer cracks him and the jiu-jitsu player just lays down in the guard? You know, on Nate Diaz, come down here. You know, it's different. It's an art that you definitely have to respect because it is dangerous. It's arguably as dangerous as boxing. Jiu-jitsu is great untrained, but you should be training for the worst. Understand? 100%. I agree 100%. A lot of people don't train jiu-jitsu for fighting, for self-defense. They train it for jiu-jitsu. And if you're doing that, then you might not be able to, you know, be very dangerous in a fight. Because you might not train that. You might, like exactly what you said, you might not actually train scenarios like that at all. And you might just go and drill techniques and learn moves and whatnot. It's definitely a difference between training it for a hobby and training it for like a sport, and then training it for defense and fighting. There's definitely a difference. So you're right. None of this looks very scary, but we gonna find. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, say no more. Say no more. So that's why I sit on the beach, guys. They left KOs in every position. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
It's worth mentioning that the following video features a doll, so if you plan on sleeping tonight, you'll probably want to skip this one. Now the video itself doesn't have much info. It seems to have been shot years ago, as the quality of the footage isn't exactly 4K. But it's what happens in the video that makes up for the lack of quality, for what's captured on camera is pretty unsettling. The video starts off with a child who seems very excited over the fact that the camera on which this video had been recorded is finally working after failing to turn on for a while. Enthused that the camera is now functioning, the child excitedly tells her mother about this while recording her. The child then goes on to
this is
tell their
bone
sister
chilling.
about this. However, it's what happens next that has left viewers of the video disturbed. Take a look.
Bro, what?
Behind the child's sister, the head of a
Bro,
doll
that
placed
shit
on top of the
moved,
dresser
G.
turns on its own. And it doesn't move just slightly, as though small vibrations had caused this, but rather turns its head almost completely around before stopping to look at the camera directly at its lens.
How would that have happened?
But even more unsettling is the fact that it
How would
turned
that
its
have
head
happened
after
for
the
real?
child repeatedly asked his sister to turn around
Squid
and look
Game,
at
this
the
is
camera.
cap?
Because of
Bro,
this,
you don't think that's
viewers
true?
find this video to be evidence of something paranormal. According to them, a certain entity attached to the doll's head had thought the child was calling out to them, when in fact, the child was actually calling out to their sister. Now, of course, as with most videos,
Bro,
this is purely speculative. It isn't obvious as to what exactly had caused the doll's head to move, but as always, I'll let you come up with your own ideas. Had something paranormal been caught on camera?
Nah.
Or
That wasn't paranormal. You right. You right. That wasn't nothing. He said I could make that video at home.
was something else caught instead? Feel free to let me know what you think. Facebook users Juan and Nicole are a married couple who've been experiencing strange activity at home. It wasn't too long ago when the couple had posted a video of what many viewers consider to be the most active poltergeist activity caught on camera. Yet prior to this video, Juan and Nicole had a similar experience in a different house. And it's because of this previous encounter that many believe that the married couple are being followed by something. To be more specific, viewers believe that a malicious entity of some sort has been haunting the two wherever they go. Although it's not clear if the couple also believes this, they have no doubt in their mind that the following incident deals with something paranormal. According to the couple, they were watching a scary movie with a friend inside their living room when all of a sudden, strange things began to occur. It was after this incident that they looked over the footage caught by their security camera to make sense of what occurred that day. But it seems that watching this footage has only left them even more disturbed. Midway through the footage, the friend claims to have seen the stuffed bear on the couch move on its own. He points this out to the couple, who in response tells him that he's probably just seeing things. But then, after shrugging it off to being nothing, the following happens. This is what was caught.
No, mijo, esto tenemos que subirlo, esto tenemos que subirlo. Esto, mijo, uy, si es que hay alguien que sabe de estas cosas, que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira, la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste?
Sí, pero no. Ahí sí, ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal.
¿Por qué?
Porque mira, a ver, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así, de reojo. Oye, ¿por qué te mira? ¿Sí,
uy,
¿sí viste? Eso sí. Eso sí.
Uy, mira.
Yo no sabía por dónde ir. Te lo juro.
Yo no sabía qué era, yo pensaba que era.
Behind the couch where the friend had sat, a shadow-like figure can be seen on camera for a split second before quickly disappearing behind the sofa. Not sure as to what they'd seen, they began to look around for the mysterious figure, but then, as they search around, the strangest thing happens.
Es que estábamos con la luz del televisor, pero como que estuviéramos en el cine.
I ain't gonna lie, that's not scary, bro. That's just not scary, bro. Will, I feel like I'm watching Max look for the spine. Bro, what do you mean, bro? He said we'll find out Saturday night. Bro, the fight already happened. But bro, you said jiu-jitsu doesn't work in MMA. It does. And jiu-jitsu works in MMA all the time. everyone uses jiu-jitsu and MMA, whether it's just to hold a position, half guard, full mount, holding grips and whatnot. That's jiu-jitsu. Like if I get you down on the ground and I'm holding your arms, holding that grip, that's, you know, technically jiu-jitsu. In a way, you know what I'm saying? Because they do teach that, as well as like Hamzat and Habib, probably like the best, you know, examples of like pure grappling, but they use plenty of jiu-jitsu. Gotta be cat, right?
Uy, no. Pero, uy, ¿sí ves la luz que pasa por ahí?
Gotta be cat, right?
La puerta de alguien como la tenía trancada. No
Mira,
Surely that's cat.
¿sí ves?
If Hamzat really said this, he's a beast. He said, "I didn't mean to break Robert Whittaker's chin." Wow. He didn't mean to break his chin? Yikes. That's crazy work. All right. All right, that's how I'm feeling, chat.
Hamza, front right here, dead center.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the victory. I guess it's been a long time since we had last seen you in there. You said
That's
all
how I'm
week, you
feeling
know,
right here.
you were the most dangerous man, you were the best wrestler, and you would finish Robert Whittaker. So I guess is this exactly how you saw the fight?
Feeling my boy.
Yeah,
What
I
up,
did work
G?
for that, so I had a game plan.
Black
just
Ops
take him
6.
down, finish the guy, so
Play with
well,
Game Pass. Should we jump on?
It's not surprise. I take on whoever I want, so
Yeah, let's jump on.
He posted someone posted a photo of his jaw. It looked like he had either broken his jaw or dislocated, and he's missing some teeth, and they're pushing on. I'm curious if you've seen that, and did you know the damage that you had done to him?
yeah. Before I come in here, they
Devious
showed it
at
to
that
me,
Black
but I felt
Ops.
something was
Or should we
wrong
jump
with
on
this when I
UFC?
pushed
Should we
it,
jump on
so
2K? What should we
just
jump
bad
on?
for that, so it didn't mean
You turn
to broke
Hamzat down.
somebody's cheek, but it's my work, you know, makes it
Hamzat's mid anyway.
make me happy.
He's mid.
Yeah, when I push
Jiu-jitsu needs to be based on a fight. Now it's fused to MMA, and every specialist jiu-jitsu guy can't fight. I see what you mean, but there was a fight that happened last week or 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. It was Pat Sabatini versus it was Pat Sabatini versus JSP. And if you see that fight, JSP was striking. And Pat Sabatini literally just jumped on his back and choked him. If you're good enough at jiu-jitsu, you could basically jump on anyone's back and just choke them.
I'm don't listen so much fan, but I'm going for my victory. So it doesn't matter Sean or Jikus, just going for the gold. So we'll see what's happening next. So I'm ready.
Every single time somebody doubts your endurance, every single time somebody says Hamzat doesn't have more than one round in him, and every single time you win. Why do you think this talk ever since 2020?
I don't know, but 14-0, it's only me. Hamzat Chimaev. So first round, last round, second round, first meal. What's the matter with that? You win.
And there's a new Hamzat appears to be very calm, collected, well-spoken, good attitude.
I always been like that. When somebody talk bad to you, I can't stay there and just listen to him, you know. So Rob is a great guy, great human, also, but great champion and family guy. I always been looking up to that guy, you know. So respectful. If somebody respectful to me, you know, I'm 10 times more respectful back. So if somebody bad to me, I'm dangerous guy for him.
And last one for me. Who do you think the UFC will offer you next? I mean, obviously he's going to jump in the ranks quite a bit. He just beat the number 4 contender. Who do you think the UFC will offer you? Is there someone that you would like to fight yourself?
I want to fight everyone. Just make money. Be happy.
Comes on over here. You opened up a lot about the changes you made coming into this fight. Given all that, was there ever any doubt about what would happen there tonight, or were you fully confident despite all these different changes?
That's kind of fire. You can get perks for them.
Trust the God, so I do my best in the training on my camp.
I think that's kind of cool.
Nobody push himself, so my boys, my family, the people who knows me, they know how hard I work. So I can do the best thing I can do. Then I trust God. He gives me the way, so He's my side. He gives me victory. Thanks God.
You gave Robert a lot of respect before the fight and afterwards. Can you just tell me a little bit more about that? Because I remember a few years ago you were saying
He said, "The fuck you wearing? Sell my buy."
So to see tonight unfold, just give me some thoughts.
Yeah, still, if Rob open for that, of course I want to train with that guy. So
Gary, Tonin, Dennis.
so hopefully, but right now his chin is bad.
So
So
where's Ryan Hall? You're right, bro. You're right. Okay, fine. Gordon Ryan. Okay, but listen, you don't think Gordon Ryan would do great in MMA? You don't think that he would take guys down and fucking maul them? Okay. I respect you saying that he wouldn't, but in my opinion, I think he would. I think at a low-level regional scene, he would kill everybody. Would he make it in the UFC? I don't know. Can he take a shot? That's like, is he actually a warrior or not? That matters making it in the UFC. But his skill alone, come on, man. Just because if he can, and he can wrestle. If he can get guys down, stop it, bro. You seen him neutralize Andre Galvao, and Andre Galvao was successful in MMA. Galvao was another pure jiu-jitsu guy who, in MMA, he did well. Well, he did very good at a professional level, but like, you're not going to say he was the greatest Brazilian jiu-jitsu crossover. Gordon Ryan has potential to do that because he's so young still. Both no footwork or speed. That's why. Pointed out Lewis Blades. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But you got to understand, he really wouldn't need that if he gets guys to the ground. He would not need that. You see Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel got hands, but he does not need that. Like, if he can get guys to the ground, we've seen what he does. I ain't gonna lie, Black Ops 6 is smooth. I want to try the campaign out. Cover a 30-foot cage with striking. He has no training and movement. Brock 2.0. Bro, he would be Brock. Like, think about it, though. If Gordon Ryan takes you down, you're not getting back up, bro. Because the reason why you're not getting back up, he's not letting you get back up. He's not giving you a chance. A lot of people get back up in MMA because punching is involved. As soon as punches are getting thrown, you can pop back up in some positions. Gordon Ryan isn't going to throw ground and pound like that. He's going to hold you. He's going to advance. He's going to slowly work. And 5 minutes is a lot of time for someone like that. Especially like the type of finisher that he is. I hate to like be on Gordon Ryan dick right now, but he is undisputably like the GOAT of jiu-jitsu, right? Maybe he hasn't done what Galvao has done in ADCC yet. But like, He beat Galvao, right? And he's still so young. He still got so much time. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. I hate that you can't emote in zombies. You might as well be able to. How is he going to wrestle? When's he never done it in BBJ? Alright, look. I think Gordon Ryan's going to wrestle because he can do that. He knows how. Watch Gordon Ryan in his jiu-jitsu tournaments and watch why they consider him to be the greatest, bro. Because he will grab you in a clinch and just take you down. He's not shooting for like strong, risky takedowns. He's really, really effective at taking people down. He's going to get inside. He's going to get a high percentage trip. He's going to look for, you know what I'm saying? He's going to look for some judo. But just my whole thing is once you get to the ground with that guy, you've seen it with Hamzat, you've seen it with Bo Nickel. These pure grapplers, predominant grapplers who spend all of their time grappling, you do not want to be on the ground with them. And I feel like Gordon Ryan would be that type of problem. You know? He would just have to learn. Frank Mir taps Ryan today in a real fight. Okay, but they're not the same weight class, are they? Gordon Ryan would probably be a 205er. And now look, I know this doesn't mean a lot because they were only grappling. But look at him and Jones grappling. Look at him and John Jones grappling. Oh, no. I'm not saying Gordon Ryan would wrap Jones up, but you've seen that they were neck and neck. And they were wrestling as well. Jones shot for a takedown, and Gordon used jiu-jitsu to reverse it. He's never trained underhooks. He has zero muscle memory for that. Yeah. I've heard Gordon talk about it on podcasts, and his philosophy is like if he started, he wouldn't need much time because he can rely on grappling, and all he would need to do is learn how to strike. I think that's kind of a cookie cutter way of looking at it, just because, you know, we don't even know, like I feel like he doesn't even know if he has what it takes for real. I'm sure he can hit hard. Anybody can hit hard with good technique. But can he get hit? How tough is Gordon Ryan? Clearly he's tough, but we haven't seen him endure much physical. Yo, they added a cool feature that says pay half on the door. You could pay half of the door.
Keep on keeping on. That's the most important thing.
Turn on kicking his slow ass legs. Sounds like Gary Tonin. Alright, look, bro. You gotta understand. Like wrestling and jiu-jitsu, you can't just have jiu-jitsu. But I'm saying if Gordon Ryan started wrestling hard, he gets a takedown, boom, he gets your back. He's finishing a lot of guys. He's finishing guys in the UFC for sure. I'm not saying he's gonna finish top 10 contenders or anything, but there's unranked guys in the middleweight division he would smoke. And I'm sure there's also fights he would lose. About to mark the mystery box. Oh, it's not even in here. Damn, get off me, G. DC got taken down by Jones. Ryan is a better wrestler than DC. No, I'm not. No. I'm not saying he's a better wrestler than DC. There's so much that goes into an MMA fight. DC probably isn't as strong as Jones. You know Gordon Ryan is openly on steroids, so that probably helps him with the strength department. So he might have been evened out with Jones, you know, because they're both enhanced. Gordon Ryan is a better jiu-jitsu player than DC for sure, but nah, he's not on that caliber of wrestling. That's reserved for, you know, the elites. Now, what do you think? Do you think Yoel Romero is on that level with DC? He don't use his wrestling, but he also an Olympian. When it comes to MMA, though, DC, one of the best MMA wrestlers we've seen. At least from that era. Got no ammo. Said Jones gets kicked like Izzy Costa and murdered. Said Jones? Oh yeah, Ryan gets leg kicked. Okay, yeah. Imagine Gordon Ryan just has a nasty Muay Thai bag. Gordon Ryan just gets the elbow, left hand. Back fist. No, I can see it. He just needs a couple years, bro. I can't put it past him because you've seen Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel looked like he could definitely take on top 10 contenders right now. And I get it, wrestling is probably more stronger of a base than jiu-jitsu. Just because you can actually get somebody to the ground at a rapid rate. Jiu-jitsu players, at least like pure jiu-jitsu guys that go to MMA, notoriously aren't the best at doing that. Like you see guys like Ryan Hall who just fucking fly in for Imanari rolls and stuff. There's guys that'll just try to just spam a takedown. Bo Nickel will time a takedown and he'll spam it if he needs to type, but like it's so effective. And don't get it fucked up, he gotta definitely use jiu-jitsu to keep them on the ground. Jiu-jitsu is great, but it's a new era in wrestling. Yeah, facts. You're right. Guys that train like MMA instead of, I don't know though, bro, because you see a lot of I see what you mean though. Guys like Ilia Topuria who are true hybrids and they do it all. That's kind of the future. I definitely agree. Like Arman Sarukian, you see he's a great wrestler, great grappler, but he does it all. He'll throw spinning attacks. He'll fight a very kick heavy, strike heavy game. Islam, he's definitely a hybrid too because His striking has hit that peak. He's on another level. But you do see specialists in today's day and age. We're seeing specialists, bro, like Bo Nickel and Hamzat, who are, it's no secret what they come to do. And they're so dominant at it. Kayla Harrison, for example. She's a specialist. She will get you to the ground, and there's not a lot you could do. Bryce Mitchell versus Topuria. I know. Bryce Mitchell is a hybrid, bro. Or, no, excuse me. Ilia Topuria is a hybrid because he is so good on the ground, so good with the wrestling. Like, I don't know if you watched the fight, but the way that he took down Max, bro, nobody takes down Max like that. Bro, it looked easy the way he did it. It was so strong, effortless, perfect technique. And then his hands are like that as well. Strong. It's effortless, perfect technique. He doesn't get tired. They say he's one of the better jiu-jitsu players in the UFC. Like, that's scary. That's a true hybrid. He can do everything. And every part of his game should scare you if you're fighting Ilia Topuria. I see what you mean. Because guys like that are low-key gonna beat the specialists like Bryce Mitchell, and I see what you mean. Because I think Gordon Ryan and Hamzat are the same size. I don't think Gordon Ryan beats Hamzat in an MMA fight, because that's jiu-jitsu versus wrestling. But Hamzat is such a good grappler as well. He's definitely a high-level black belt, at least skill-wise. I don't know what he's actually ranked, but the way that bro, he's low-key beyond that. His grip strength, his technique, his confidence, strength. He's doing that to anybody, bro. I didn't believe he would do it to Rob. I truly believe he does it to anybody now. Oh, shit. Ah, I'm getting killed. Insta. I got killed, dude. I put 5K on third round TKO, easiest money in my life. Bro, you're a beast if you actually called that. Hamzat treat Gordon like he did Mearshart. KO first minute. He could. That's the thing. I don't know if Gordon Ryan can get hit, especially by just one of those Russian Chechnyan missiles. I ain't gonna lie, the hype has always been real with Hamzat, but I just thought MMA math was mathing. I seen Usman start working Hamzat. I seen Hamzat kind of quit on himself in that fight, and that's what I thought Rob was gonna do to him. But oh my God, wow. Run! I was very wrong. I was very wrong. But yeah, you're right though. I wouldn't disagree with you if you think Gordon will get sparked round one. He has so much to think about. He has the takedown to think about. He has to think about employing his own grappling. And then he has to think about those Chechnyan missiles, because Hamzat clearly has stupid power. Yeah, he clearly has stupid power. Izzy kicks his leg like Costa. So Izzy trains with Gordon Ryan, I thought, and I don't think they would fight each other. But hear me out. If Gordon Ryan gets him down and takes his back, he would sub him because I seen what DDP did. Maybe these guys are just so strong at 185 though, because that made me look at jiu-jitsu way different. Seeing Hamzat, the damage that he did to Rob's mouth just by holding that choke, that scared me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Craig Jones. He trains with Craig Jones. That's my bad. That's my bad. You right, bro. You know more than me. But I was close. I was in the realm. No, you're right. No. I'm not saying Gordon can. I'm not saying Gordon would beat him in MMA. But if he got his back, you know. Hear me out. If he got his back. That gun is weak. I don't want that gun.
Keep on keeping on. That's the most important thing.
Damn. Anthony Pettis' cars got blown up in front of his house, bro. Nah, I don't think Gordon to close the distance in MMA. And what the fuck? It's like, what the hell? Game is lagging, bro. Game is lagging, bro. Don't tell me my internet connection dropped. So hear me out. If he got lucky. Nah, I'm saying, let him get that position. Let them start in that position. It's over.
Down but not out. Same as always.
Another Porsche. Yeah, so damn, man, you living good. Got all these. You got 2 Porsches, Range Rover. Fuck. Okay. That was my Milwaukee house. Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm tired, bro.
I'll show you the pictures of this. Like, my driveway was like. Like she was in Vegas at the time. I'm like, my cars are on fire. I thought like the new
Love you, bro. You're a real one. Super easy to chat with. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that a lot. Bro, I'm getting hot in this peely. I'm about to pull it off. And I'm about to have to go cook real fast. But I'm going to be back on later.
I had a lot of friends that lived with me, and like when I wasn't in town, because I was traveling so much at that time, and like I still don't know the story. So like the kids that did it, the little kids, 13, 15.
But yeah, bro, I love UFC. I could talk about UFC all day. Fighting in general, for real.
I got the police report. Yeah. But like they started like writing me letters, like, yo, I know, like.
I wouldn't have thought this before. Like, I've only been taking jiu-jitsu for 3 months now. I wouldn't have thought that Gordon Ryan could come to MMA and be dominant before I started jiu-jitsu. Now that I've actually like tried it and been in the world and seen like what people who are good at jiu-jitsu can do to not only to the untrained but like to each other and other fighters, bro, it's a different level for real.
But yeah, so like that's how I started that training camp. And I'm like,
so get off the FPS games, play some Tekken. I might play some fighting games, low key.
Yeah, it just blew up. And I installed cameras because I didn't have cameras at the time. I installed cameras, put all that shit on, make sure I had everything.
I'm about to be back though. When I get back on the game, I don't know what I'm gonna play. Probably UFC or 2K or something. Alright though, I'm gonna be back, boys. Will, I appreciate you coming through, bro. My boy.